and teachers. Welcome to Periwinklesoulsdayschool. I am Sunya, an educationalist from the past 9 years, and I deal with toddlers, the preschoolers, and kindergarten kids. And I myself am a mom of two, so I make videos of parenting and teaching. So today let's talk about how to teach kids to write. Yes, and let me also remind you that if you like this video, please hit that big like button and also share it with as many as possible. And when you subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get all the notifications timely of this channel. So now let's get started with the video. When we talk about teaching child to write, most of us assume that teaching child to write means teaching the child to hold the pencil and teaching the child to write the alphabet, the numbers, and so on. But let me tell you that this stage comes later on. Well, in most of the schools, teaching to write or the actual writing starts from their LKG or UKG, which is kindergarten. So now, before teaching the kids to write actual writing, there are many steps to be followed. Yes, these steps can be taught, or you can start teaching these steps to the child from when they are in the 12th month or from the next day of their first birthday. So this helps them to build interest and understanding towards writing, and this is very important. So these steps will help in easy transition to holding pencil and writing. So before they hold pencil and write, these are the steps to be followed. So these can be started from, as I said, from their first year, or from the next day of their birthday, from the next day of their first birthday. So these steps normally are taught in Montessori schools. You will not find these steps anywhere else other than Montessori schools, which we say the actual schools where there are classes up to 12, and the play schools. You can find these steps only in the Montessori schools. So if your child is not in a Montessori school and he is into play school or into actual school, you can teach all these steps to the child. You can start giving them training from today itself at home, so that it will be very helpful for the child to understand and build interest towards writing, which is very important. So let's get started. What are the steps? The first is exercise. Yes, exercise is the first step, because we need to do something, we need to do exercise to gain something. So now we have to learn to write. The child has to learn to write. So to learn to write, he has to first exercise. So exercising is very easy. We want the child's fingers to get opened up, the muscles to get opened up, the muscles to get flexible. So we're going to teach the child the exercise with the fingers. You can just teach them to close their hands and help them to open up 3 fingers and hold it like this. The first exercise is this: open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. So this exercise is going to strengthen the muscles of the thumb, the pointer finger, and the middle finger. So this exercise of open and close is very important for the child to write in the future. And the other important exercise is paper tearing. Yes, you can just cut few strips of any colorful paper or white paper, any newspaper, and give it to the child, and you can just teach him to tear. And they use these 3 fingers to tear. So this is again another exercise for their little hands, for the muscles of their little fingers, And the third thing is paper cutting activity. Yes, there are kids-friendly scissors in the market, so you can get the scissors and do the paper to the child, and it's again going to help them to use these 3 fingers to cut cut the paper. Use the fingers to cut it. So this is again going to give a lot of exercise for the child's fingers. So, and another very interesting activity is Play-Doh. Yes, all the kids are going to love Play-Doh. There are kids-friendly Play-Doh, infant-friendly Play-Doh too, so that if by mistake if the dough goes into the mouth or near the lips, it's not going to cause any harm or danger. Or you can also make some edible Play-Doh with some your all-purpose flour. You can add some food color to it and create different colors of dough with your flour, atta or maida, whatever you have at home. You can give it to the child, and the child is going to make different kinds of things with these 3 fingers. They're going to roll it and break it, pluck it. So they're going to use these 3 fingers more with the Play-Doh. Again, they're going to get a good exercise for these finger muscles. And the next thing is watering plants. Yes, how is it going to be exercise for your child? Is you let the child water the plant with a sprayer. Yes, so you pour water into the sprayer and give it to the child, and he or she is going to water the plant. So again, they're going to use these 3 fingers to spray the water on the plants. So again, they're going to have a lot of exercise to these fingers, which is very important. This is going to help to open up make the baby's finger muscles flexible. And other important thing is scribbling. Yes, give a white paper or a book and give a crayon, a fat crayon. Fat crayon can be something like this, a fat crayon to scribble. They can scribble whatever they want. You can give them 2 or 3 crayons, and you have to be sure, you have to sit with them. You have to make sure that they are scribbling only in that book and not on the table or wall anywhere. If the child gets habituated to scribble on the wall or on the paper, it's going to become a very bad habit, and it's going to be very difficult for you to get the child back from that bad habit. So you will have to see that they do it only on their paper which you have given to them. And if without these exercises, you start teaching the child directly writing with the pencil, it is going to be very difficult for the child, because first thing is they will not be able to put pressure while writing. You need to put pressure, so they will not be able to put pressure on the pencil or when writing. And the second thing is they will not understand the formation. They will not be able to understand the formation of S. They will not be able to understand the formation of D. Any letter, they will not be able to understand the formation. It's going to be very difficult for them to understand it. And the third thing is they will get tired very fast, and because of that tiredness, they're going to lose interest in writing, which we don't want our kids to go through. So please help your child to do these exercises in a very playful way before teaching them the actual writing. Yes. So second thing is, first one was exercise, and the second thing is scribbling. Yes. As I already mentioned, the exercise thing, scribbling. Again mentioning it, scribbling. Let them scribble from an early age, as early as 10 months old, with a fat crayon or a marker. Let them scribble whatever they want on the paper given to them, and it's going to help them gain interest in writing, and it also strengthens the finger muscle, and most of the formation also can be learned. Most of the letters formation, most of the numbers formation can be learned through scribbling. They learn O, they learn 1, they learn sleeping lines, and many more formations while they are scribbling. And the third thing is tracing activity. Yes, after they are okay with the exercise and the scribbling thing, then the third thing is tracing activity. Yes, easy way is to take a huge tray and fill it with sand, play sand, or you can fill it with any kind of suji or idli rava, which we use in making idlis, and you can just hold the baby's pointer finger and help him make the formations in the sand or the suji, whatever you have put in the tray. Help him to make the letters. So you can teach the lines like standing lines, the sleeping lines, the slanting lines, many shapes, the curves, and any shapes like square, triangle, circle. All these things are going to it teaches them the formation. First of all, they're going to know how the square is going to be. They're going to know how the standing line is going to be. It's going to help them teach all the formations, and it also helps them to memorize. Okay, so the standing line, as soon as you say standing line, it's going to flash in their mind that standing line is a one standing line. So it helps them memorize things, and it also strengthens the muscle of the pointer finger, which is very important while they write. So, and the fourth thing is drawing. After they're through with the exercise, the scribbling and tracing, the fourth thing is drawing on dotted lines. Yes, dots, you can just take a notebook or a white paper or drawing paper, anything, and you can just give them some dotted lines of standing lines, sleeping lines, curves, slanting lines, and as all the letters and numbers are made from all these lines only, so you can give them all these patterns. And after they're through with this, you can give them more advanced form of lines like shapes like square. You can just do dots, and they're going to join the dots to make it a square, circle, triangle, and all these things you can just give after they're through with the basic lines of standing, sleeping, slanting, and curves. So what happens when they are drawing on dotted lines? It gives a lot of improvement in the finger muscles, and it helps in future writing, and kid is going to really enjoy it. They're going to enjoy it. That you can give different kinds of colors for them to join the dotted lines. So after they're through with the exercise of the fingers, the scribbling and the tracing and the drawing on dotted lines, the fifth thing which you can teach the kid is look and create activity. This is very interesting activity. After they master all the above steps, you can give this look and create activity. You can just draw a standing line on a paper, and you can ask the child to see and do it, and he is going to do, because he already practiced the exercise, the scribbling and the tracing and the drawing on dotted lines, so he is going to do. So you give them a lot of practice with look and create activity, standing lines, sleeping lines, curves, and slanting lines. And after they are mastered in writing on dots, so after they're mastered on drawing or writing on the dotted lines, you can start giving them this activity, and they will be able to look and create by themselves without dots. So, and the more they look and create, the more their writing will be better. Yes, and after they master all these, then you can introduce them to the notebooks. There are different notebooks like 4-rule notebooks for English, and square rule notebooks for maths, and 5-rule or 3-rule notebooks for Hindi, and different rule notebooks for the languages. So you can give them. So the last sixth thing which you can do is practice on workbooks, notebooks, and worksheets. Yes. Now comes the actual writing. After all these are done, after the child has mastered with his exercise, with his scribbling, with his tracing, and with his drawing on the dotted lines, and with his look and create activity, then comes the actual writing on their notebook, the workbooks, or the worksheets. Now you can introduce them to all these things and teach them to write within the lines properly. So when it comes to English, there will be 4-rule notebook, and you have to teach them to write within the lines. And now we always want, and now we anyway want things to be memorable and enjoyable. we want each and everything with our child to be a memory and interesting and enjoyable, whether it may be potty training or behavioral training or eating training or anything. We want all their journeys to be happy and memorable one for us as parents and also for the child, so that they will learn it happily and practice it. So let's start from today and make this riding training journey also to be a happy, interesting and memorable one for all of us. So I have experienced this happy, memorable journey. So all the best for your journey in teaching your child how to ride. Hope you like this video. So if you have liked it, please hit that big like button and share it with as many as possible. And also, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get all the notifications timely. So see you all in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.